Hello, Alan.
Hello.
Hello. Thank
Hello.
you for the invisibility in that last fight. It was quite helpful.
Yeah. Was it helpful?
It was.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi, hi.
Now we are just waiting on Aiden.
So, how's everyone been doing?
Pretty good. I just got over a sickness recently, so my throat's gonna be a little sounding dead, but I'm not dead, I promise.
Excellent.
Yeah, I saw the sun today. That was really nice.
The
Oh,
sun
wow.
exists?
You
It was just for the last couple
son?
days.
Shit.
For the last couple days, the sky has just been a grayscale. There is no sunrise, there is no sunset, there's just different shades of gray.
Weird.
It was very
And
nice
like
to see the
heavy
sun today.
rains.
I mean, there was a lot of snow yesterday, but that was about it.
I am so jealous of the amount of
No,
snow.
the snow was coming.
I would be a lot happier
I'm
about
getting
this.
snow too.
Yeah, I'd be a lot happier about the snow if I didn't have to drive in it.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'll be right back. I'm gonna give Aiden a call.
Okay.
Gotcha. Hello.
I've only felt mildly compelled to punch a wall due to the silence 5 times.
Y'all are wild.
Yeah. Well, I'm feeling better now that the cramp in my chest is going away.
That's good at
Oh,
least.
that's
That's good.
Oh, that's huge.
Yep.
Cramps aren't fun.
Nope.
No,
No.
they aren't.
Not in the slightest.
Especially when it's like, oh, you want to breathe? All right, then, as long as you don't mind the feeling of this knife in your chest.
That is very accurate.
Yeah.
Could you guys DM Aiden if you could? Spam him out of existence.
Aiden. I mean, we can see if he can make it, but yeah.
No, it didn't work. Copy. Oh.
It's a lot of pings.
Yes, a lot of pings.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing happened.
Hop on in, little froggy. Come on in. Wait for our frog man.
You okay? Whoever started coughing. I think it was Alan.
No,
Okay.
no.
So
When
long
I
as you're
laugh too
still
hard,
able to speak.
sometimes it
We
gets
should
hard
all
to
just-
breathe.
Oh yeah, that happens to me sometimes too. I laugh so hard I stop breathing. I've turned purple several times.
That's not very healthy.
It's only happened a couple hundred times.
That's even less healthy.
It's not a choice. It's just I start laughing and then it just breathing is
It
less
just-
important.
Yeah, it just gets really hard to breathe.
I'm just gonna only like ping Aiden multiple times with, like frog puns.
Oh,
So,
jeez, yes,
Just
please.
hop on in, little froggy. We should only just use frog puns. Come
We
on.
have to.
Join in,
We have
join
to
in.
only use frog puns.
We have to. Come on.
If we
only
say
frog
anything
puns.
but
Frog
frog
puns, I
puns, he
don't
won't
think
come.
frog.
Well, if you guys would like, we can keep waiting for Aiden for a little while longer, or we can start the session now.
Up to everyone else. I'm good with anything.
I could wait a couple more minutes, but I'm fine either way.
Yeah,
Alright.
I'm just doing research.
In that case, we'll wait a little bit longer. Oh, yeah, because he drives home from school. That makes sense. Yeah, he might be a
Oh,
few minutes.
Yeah,
Oh!
traffic.
Yeah, that's why I was almost late, too. Come on, turn your frog lights. It's Froggy.
Oh, that is. Oh god, that's fucking funny.
Oh, the puns.
Ugh.
Oh no, this medical survey is asking me how often I socialize.
Oh no.
Oh no.
I think you're about to be put on a list.
Eh,
So wait,
fingers
is this
crossed.
what kind of medical survey is this?
I've just got like a doctor's appointment tomorrow, and I want them to ask me fewer questions in person so I can talk to them about potential surgery that I don't actually want to do.
Hmm.
We're gonna see what alternatives there are.
No, what the frogs
Yeah. You okay?
You don't sound too good.
No.
Alan, try to breathe.
Let's see, what is it? Breathe in for 5 seconds, hold breath for 7 seconds, breathe out for 7 seconds.
Something like
That's
that.
one breathing exercise option.
I can't breathe.
Why did I drink water?
Right now? That's a good question.
I should have. Oh boy.
One moment.
So, Nova, I'm curious. Are you going to this doctor here that I just sent a message of?
What?
Dr. Frog made an accurate prognosis.
Keep on coming up with these.
I just found an online list.
Oh boy.
I can't see right now because of the tears in my eyes. Which one of you said Alan's gonna croak?
That was Jay.
Aiden.
Goodness gracious.
Goober.
I got a headache.
I'm not surprised. You probably stopped breathing for a good minute there.
All right, I'm
Just
done
breathe
looking at.
in. Focus on the breathing for a minute.
All right.
French flies.
All right.
Agent's going to look here and just see 100 frog puns after paying multiple things for
Aiden is
it.
going to immediately leave the server.
Does he not like puns?
I don't know.
We're gonna find out. Hey, you leveled up.
My pun skills are improving. Fear.
They're improving by leaps and bounds.
Good one.
Please, no more. I'm gonna die.
Stop before
Just
you
close your
actually do
eyes.
coke.
Just close your eyes. That'll make it easier.
Yeah, just look away for a minute.
Please stop. I'm gonna croak.
It's a good thing I'm skilled at taking drinks and not laughing, because I was taking a drink when you said it.
All of you are horrible.
17
horrible
whole
people.
minutes of pure frog puns.
Has anyone seen the channel's current activity? We're just frogging
It's-
around.
The channels.
Look below. Look right below game room.
Oh, it's that thing.
Frogging around.
It's that thing.
Frogging around.
Oh, this one's good.
Do not fear. I have grown immune to your frog jokes.
I totally believe you.
It took a bit, but I finally gained an immunity.
Yeah, it happens after a while. You stop the
It
funny
happens after
thing.
a while.
Stop. You max
It
out your phone.
stops.
Yeah.
I've definitely gotten more mileage out of
You
jokes
start running
before.
out of frog jokes.
Unforgettable.
Sorry, DM. Sorry.
If we ever made any of these in character around Aiden's characters, we would probably get acid blast.
Yeah.
Totally worth it.
I have to do a lot of thinking to find an in-character one for Lucifer to reference, but I think it might be worth it to try. Totally worth it, yeah.
Okay, Jay. This one might be a tad sensitive to you.
All right.
I'm sorry about your legs.
Wow! Foul! Foul!
Hey! All you did was turn into a wyvern.
Even one of those yuntai. Yeah, that was more like it. It's like a yuntai. I didn't even have wings.
Alrighty. I feel like we've waited long enough.
Oh,
Yeah.
absolutely agree.
We're just gonna have to
Um,
rip the band-aid off.
Yeah.
So,
Time to send another 10 frog ones. I'm joking. Sorry. Go, carry on.
Guess we're jumping right into it.
I hate you. Shut up, I'm not running the session anymore.
Okay,
You are
3 hours of
banned
frog
from
puns
all
it is.
future games.
3 hours of frog puns it is.
No.
I hate all of you so much. Well, last we left off, y'all just murdered a dragon. And you started to be lowered down into the underground section of the Colosseum, and the floor closed in above you, and now you're still being lowered down, presumably to someplace where this dragon can be provided with medical aid.
Mm-hmm. By the way, how much gold did we each get from that again?
So 166 gold pieces plus 6 silver plus 6 bronze or copper. Copper is the word.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then we're splitting that in...
We already split it.
Yeah.
Oh, what was the exact amount we each got then?
Everyone gets 166 gold.
pieces,
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
6 silver, 6 copper.
Excellent. I just hadn't actually updated my sheet with the funds.
Yeah, fair enough. Did you get your level up in there at least?
Oh, absolutely. I forgot about the funds, but I remember the level up. Yeah.
That's good.
Can't wait for level 11.
No. Never. you guys aren't leveling up for another long while.
Why not?
Because you just murdered a CR-14 dragon at level 9.
And I think we did a good job doing it.
We
We
did a
absolutely
damn
did.
good job. Way to go,
No one-
team.
No one really took that much damage from it. Partially thanks to Cryptid. Actually, largely thanks to Cryptid.
So many
Barbarian.
people almost died. You are the only one who didn't take substantial damage.
I have no
Yeah,
idea
I
what
was-
you're talking about.
I'm over halfway. I'm doing good.
Yeah,
Did
I
I
think
take
I'm a
any
little over
damage?
halfway.
About how much damage other people have taken. Oh, that's quite a bit.
Wait, did I take
Munkle's
any
the
damage?
only one who is really beat up.
Yeah.
That's just because Munkle
I
doesn't
did
have that
level
many
up.
hit points.
So my max did increase. So
Yeah.
it was still over a little half. Because my last HP was before level up. 104 max.
Mm.
So what do you guys do as you guys are currently being lowered down on the platform? At this moment, you're kind of just in a dark space, being lowered further and further down into the ground. Presumably somewhere where this dragon would be stored and be attended to. Which is why you have to be lowered down so far.
I wonder if we should have tried talking to it before just going and trying to kill it. Well, trying and succeeding.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Dragons can talk, can't they?
Yeah.
They can talk.
Yeah. That might have been a nice thing to do, but it looked really ready to go.
I mean, it was
I mean,
charging,
after all, it is the
but
nature
it was
of.
also changed.
I mean,
And I'm against slavery on principle, so maybe.
yeah. Suppose we'll get more information sooner than later.
Yeah.
But I agree. I wish we thought this more through.
Yeah. It is unfortunate. Lovely scale color, though. Would have been gorgeous under the sunlight.
How are you all holding together?
It's only a scratch.
Lucifer doesn't even have like a single hair out of place.
Crypto would probably just be at most bruised. Maybe like a couple cuts. But nothing too grievous.
Was Warren hurt at all?
I don't think so.
No?
I think Warren was hurt barely.
Yeah.
I think Nova's maybe the most beat up one here.
Quite
But it's not as obvious because of the fur, which makes it,
The
which
reason
makes
Munkle
like
isn't in the party currently is that Munkle passed out from blood loss or
Probably.
something.
oh,
Maybe just general.
Well, we better hop to it and get this our friend here.
You did not.
it might have been unintentional. I'm just gonna put that out there.
I'm working on this case.
I'm gonna lay down for a bit. I'm feeling a bit lightheaded.
Yeah, probably do that.
Yeah. Sorry.
Don't worry, I'm still here. It's my body's not made to laugh too long.
Yeah. We'll avoid
That's
puns.
okay.
I
Now,
got a headache.
I'm not surprised.
Maybe take some ibuprofen.
Yeah, get some water too.
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
drink medicine. Medicine is for the weak.
As much as I feel you on that, is the headache getting in the way of you enjoying this session or not?
No, it just feels like you ever carry something really heavy for like 10 minutes and
Oh.
then you put it down and then your body is just feeling that like lightness?
Does it feel like your brain is on the wrong shelf?
That is a astounding description.
I got a couple.
A bit.
Okay, what did I miss?
Yeah.
Don't worry. I'm good. It's just I can't look straight right now.
Maybe get something to drink.
Yeah, that would
Yeah.
probably
Or at
be
least
smart.
make sure you're hydrated.
Yeah.
Alright.
Hydration, very important.
Gotcha. Alright.
Very important to hydrate. Hydrate or dihydrate, they say.
That is exactly what they say. At least that's what my siblings say, often.
I quote that religiously, so I use it all the
They
time.
do it fun. Which is why I drink Monster whenever we have these D&D sessions. Well, that and sleep deprivation.
Real.
I'm fine. So, is the platform still lowering, or?
Yeah, it's going. It's not going
Keep going.
fast, but it's going pretty deep down.
Okay.
At some point, Nova is going to bonus action second wind to get a couple hit points back.
Oh, currently you guys are out of combat, so you don't.
I mean,
have
yeah,
to
but that's still a
use-
nice thing to do. It'll
Yeah.
restore on a short rest anyways.
Let me see what sort of things I can do. Nothing.
You know, it's really missing the elevator music.
It really, it is.
How long has this platform been going for?
Minutes for sure.
Currently, it's been lowering down for almost like 15 minutes.
Wait, seriously?
Yeah.
Are we sure that there's something at the end of this, people?
Do you ask that
Center of
aloud?
the earth?
I'm gonna ask the party if we should try
some of the
to see if there's some
guards.
way to exit, because it's been a while.
There were the guards who also hopped onto the elevator kind of thing to kind of like reshackle and start sewing up the dragon's body. So if you want to ask them, you can.
Hey, where's this thing going? We've been waiting for a really long time. At least I think it's been a long time.
And the one that responds is... It's one of the tall ones. They had just finished sewing up the stomach of the dragon after having pushed all the intestines back in.
Probably
Down.
also had to clean the intestines off.
We're going down.
Really? I never would have guessed.
When are we gonna stop? When are we gonna stop going down?
At some point.
Is this your first day on the job? How long does it usually take?
Depends.
Ooh, ominous and vague.
Alright. Is there a gap between the wall and the elevator?
Yeah.
Yeah? How big of a gap?
It's a few feet, maybe like 10 feet on each side.
Alright, I'm gonna look over the edge to see how much farther we have to go.
I'm
As
also
you,
looking over the edge.
yeah, As you look over the edge, you see what are almost burrowed slots in the wall as you get lower and lower down. More akin to alcoves in which animals would rest and nest. And it doesn't seem to have a bottom. But as you get lower down, these alcoves get larger and larger, and some of them have various monsters and humanoids in them, almost acting like cages.
Huh.
Hmm.
Hmm.
And there's one other person with us.
No,
Operate.
there's a team of soldiers all dressed in plate armor. Most of them are rather tall and appear to be muscular. However, other ones are much shorter. They seem to be the ones who are smaller seem to be trying to fix up the small, fine bits of the dragon that were damaged by, say, like a sharp blade.
Well, I'm more interested in who's operating the elevator.
No one.
So it's the
Can
party.
I hear something? Like something else other than just us?
Give me a perception check.
Alrighty. Oh, nat 20 for 31.
Hey,
Oh.
nice.
Huh?
Ooh.
You
Fantastic.
don't necessarily hear anything, but you feel it. It's like that deep bass from a concert or from a really good song. It gets louder and you feel it in your body as you get lower and lower. And the breathing, well, the bass is almost in time with breathing. As you go deeper, the purple lines that had been on the walls, almost like veins throughout this entire cavern, get closer and closer together, almost like veins getting closer to an artery.
Huh. Just kind of
Wonder how
leans
many of these
closer
residents
to
here.
Nova a
Oh, go
little
ahead.
bit and kind of speaks like very softly, making sure no one else is hearing. It's like, I really hope we didn't like sell our souls to a hive mind or some shit. You know that? I mean, that would be really unfortunate.
Well, I was wondering how many of these souls here are staying willingly. I have seen before arenas set up that if you happen to do well, they will keep you. After all, why lose a good source of income?
Nova, did you hear what Cryptid said to you?
I heard like half of what was said.
Crypto would kind of like he made this side remark that kind of sounds like a half joke, but more of a concern of I really hope we didn't just sell ourselves to a hive mind of sorts. It's supposed to be like a very faint, lighthearted tone, but more so of sensing something isn't right.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is definitely a weird situation. But Nova does not say this quietly.
So,
Is there anything you all want to do as it gets lower? Or do you want to just jump cut to when it stops?
The question
See
is,
what
if
it
we
can
leave
do.
early, do we still meet with the mayor?
You have one free meeting with the mayor. But
Like, did we get...
there isn't necessarily a way out of this elevator that's clear to you. There are some alcoves that are empty, but a lot of them, as you get further down, are filled with creatures. And as I said
Quick
before, yeah,
Did you... I just wanted to double check. Did you say, like, the walls were made out of stone?
it's kind of like a stony, it's closer to bedrock.
Okay.
And the bedrock is lined with these glowing purple veins that, as you get further down, get more and more bright and interlaced with each other and cover more of the bedrock. And these alcoves are carved into the bedrock almost like cells.
Okay. Nova's gonna try to investigate the veins a little bit. I'm thinking, like, maybe poke at it a little bit with the javelin instead of just, like, touching it directly.
Yeah. Give me
Is it... Oh, go ahead.
Give me an attack roll.
Oh! I'm just trying to poke it a little bit.
To be fair, the veins aren't necessarily close. As I said before, there's a 10 feet gap between the end of the platform and the walls.
Oh. Okay, then I'm not gonna do that.
Okay.
I thought they were a bit closer than that. Never mind.
No, not quite.
I'm going to be looking around in these cells and stuff and just try and see if I can get a vibe of, are these people here willing? Or would they really not rather be here but are stuck?
All of them are currently asleep, so you cannot tell.
Can I see if there's any magic about the place, like locking magic security stuff that would mean that these things might be trapped?
That's not necessarily something you can easily tell. You would have to use some kind of magic to glean that.
Fair enough.
Sorry, again, I had to go do something. I'm back now.
It's okay. Nothing really
Alright.
happened.
Our suspicion of this place is in full go at this moment.
Yeah.
Could I see if, could I try poking the veins with a spear or something
Yeah.
to see how it
I'm like
reacts?
10 feet away,
Yeah.
so that's kind of hard.
I can
Lucifer
summon a
can fly.
Oh yeah.
If you want, you can fly out and try to poke it.
Yeah, I'm gonna try it. Poke it with a dagger. Unmagical, boring dagger.
As you fly out and you get closer to the wall, you feel yourself almost being dragged down to the ground, which you can't see. It must be hundreds of feet below you, and you feel your wings actually struggling to keep yourself afloat. And in this moment, you attempt to poke the veins with your dagger. And it's almost like pure energy. Because when you stab it through, the dagger immediately begins to melt into the veins.
Oh, that's alarming. go land and share the findings with everyone there. Is
I'll
there
need you
anything
to
I
give me a strength saving throw.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Question, seeing this, can Nova be at the edge of the platform ready to possibly attempt to, like, catch Lucifer if they, like, start falling a bit?
Yeah, but currently
Just barely
this
missing.
strength saving throw is for Lucifer to stay afloat.
Okay.
Alright, got a 15.
You start falling as
Can I do, like, glide back onto the platform?
is gliding one of your abilities with your wings.
I mean, they're big feathery wings that give me a flying speed. I would assume you could glide with them, but
Gliding
that it
is
wouldn't.
technically a different ability.
Is
So
it
it
really?
isn't that
Yeah,
type of action. Yeah,
Huh.
unfortunate.
Yeah, that is
There's a difference
unfortunate.
between flight speed and gliding speed.
Fair, fair.
because currently your flight speed is 0. And you start plummeting.
Um,
And I'm gonna need you to give me a dexterity saving throw, Lucifer. And Nova, you can, how are you going to attempt to help?
So I've got a few ideas. One is stick out a javelin, like, in the direction so that as Lucifer's falling, they could, like, grab the javelin. I could pull him back onto the platform. That was my original idea. If that doesn't quite work, I could summon my Echo and use the shove attack option to get them back on board, maybe.
The javelin would... You can attempt to do so, but it would be incredibly difficult because Lucifer is actively falling. So the force exerted on the javelin would be great.
Okay.
would I be able to summon, like, a platform of light to halt my fall for just long enough for the platform to catch up to where I am in, like, fall speed thing, and then get back onto the platform?
Give me a charisma saving throw.
Charisma.
Yeah. Because
My
currently you're falling, and that is not something you've ever had to face.
fair enough.
And
Alright.
at this moment, you feel yourself struggle within your own capacity, your own capabilities. So you have to basically will yourself to be able to control your powers again.
Oh, that's fun.
Cool boy.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
The wizard is just watching all of this happen. It's like,
Yes.
Oh good heavens.
You have Featherfall by any chance?
not readily available.
I got
Fair enough.
I actually did roll the dexterity saving throw. On that 20 on the charisma saving throw, 23 on the dex saving throw.
That is not a nat 20.
On that 20, I said.
Oh, I didn't hear the
Undefinitely, yeah.
Or look away.
Yeah. With that charisma saving throw, you're able to summon the platform, like, right beneath you. But at this point in time, you will have been falling for a little while. And you just take 8 bludgeoning damage as you make contact with that. And
Fair enough.
at this point in time, you're about 5 to 10 feet below the platform that is currently lowering to equalize with you. So, you can rather easily, it's not lowering very fast. You can basically just roll onto the platform again.
Yeah. That's what I'll do then.
Yeah. And you are able to get back on the platform.
I share the findings of the purple vein stuff with the rest of our group here. Um,
Are you okay? It looked like you kind of started falling back. Is that normal?
very much not so.
This is another
Yeah.
one of the weird properties of this place, huh?
Yeah. Whatever these veins are, it's basically radiating power and energy. It melted one of my daggers. Wasn't really
And
mine.
you found yourself unable to fly after that.
Wait,
I think it's
Well,
probably.
what was dragging me down?
did the dagger melt or was it absorbed?
It. You weren't there.
Well, I was asking Lucifer.
Lucifer, do you want to make some kind of check to see if it was absorbed or melted?
Yeah.
Give me your choice of Arcana or Nature.
Excellent. I knew that our Kana expertise would be paying off soon.
You're rolling nice tonight, aren't you?
Well, I got an 11, and yeah.
How'd you get an...
Oh shit, that's not a bad roll.
Wait, did you get an 8? Did you get a 19?
No, no, sorry. Math wrong. 11 plus 8 equals...
Equals 19.
19.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
My brain was not braining quite right.
Yeah.
I was like, 11 isn't that high. It seemed weird, and I was like, 11 isn't super high.
Yeah.
I mean, it's still... But...
Yeah. With that, you aren't exactly sure what happened. It felt as if the dagger got hot in your hands, and it was almost pulled deeper into the veins. But at the same time, it didn't lose shape or form. It was mostly just... It was almost decomposed as it was pulled deeper into the veins.
I share the experience with the party.
Or something like erosion or something. Anyway, we
Reminds
do
me
not
of a
touch
type
the
of
veins.
fungus, you know?
I mean, yeah, maybe. Maybe it was
Yeep.
eating the dagger.
Why would it feel like it needs to eat metal? I mean, it could make sense if there's so much of it down here. This is where all the metals usually are. Maybe this feeds off of metal? And that's why there's more of it further down.
Or it just
But if
eats
it-
anything that touches it. Oh, go ahead.
Could be,
But
yeah,
if
it could
that's
be.
yeah. If that's all it does, then why did Lucifer start falling?
Maybe that's something else.
Maybe it's
I'm not
not
sure.
just metal. It
I'm-
could be, or...
At a guess, and I'm no scholar of magic. But the people who set this place up are using it somehow, wielding that energy to make it cool down in this tunnel thing.
That's probably
And,
what's controlling the platform.
That would be my guess. However, if they can do that, if it's not a natural part of what this substance does, then they are somehow wielding. And if they can do that, then they can do quite a few other things as well, I imagine.
So like a circuit of some sort. If it were to feed off of something to power another thing, the transferring of energy
The
from
guards
one
are still
to
there, so
another.
if you want to ask them any of these questions, you can.
Oh, I have zero trust for them.
Oh, they're Mr. Faggy, Mr. Genders. What are I don't want to misgender him if I'm gonna insult them.
You can't tell. They're just in plate armor.
Hmm.
All right, then the theys, vague theys.
Yes.
You know what? We can give it a shot. Cryptid just kind of takes like a little stride forwards and kind of like stands right next to the guards, like, so, this purple goop shit, right? You know anything about it?
Uh, Before anything else, while this is going on, I'm going to be looking at the guards to try and like see their reactions or whatever.
They all still have helmets on, so you aren't really able to see much of anything.
Posture can still be informative.
A lot of them
I
are
mean, I think if they were
still.
trained guards,
Yeah. A lot of them are. They're rather stoic.
Mhm.
None of them seem to respond in any pointed way to the question. Um, and the one who does is a different one from before. This one has, not. The skin that is visible from their neck, um, that is shown as their pauldrons connect to their helmet is clearly almost a turquoise, slightly translucent, and they have visible gills. What of it?
well, just mostly what I do. You know, got quite a ways down, or by the other guy over there, sometime. Might as well make some small talk, you know?
I suppose.
What do you know about this?
It's fuel.
Oh wait, what was that you said?
Fuel.
A
F
fuel.
F E. Wait, is fuel FUEL or FEUL?
Yes, FUEL.
FUEL.
Okay.
Fuel of sorts. Suppose the fuels for this city.
Yes.
What's this fuel called? Does it have a name or is it just fuel?
It is fuel.
Ah, so either no name or you can't tell us the name. I get that. I understand that. You don't have to tell me which is which. We're honest men or women or people. Honest people.
Is that all?
Well, kind of. I still do want to hear more about this fuel source. What does it, where did it come from?
It's always been here.
Always kind of here. So, just as long as this town's been here, is this part of the reason why this place was made? Was because of this unknown fuel?
Yes. It is what has allowed this city to prosper, to become so advanced. And as they say this, they take off their gauntlet and glove and show an entirely mechanical forearm, which has visible veins on the outside pumping this glowing purple fluid.
Oh, shit. Cool arm.
Thank you.
It doesn't hurt, does it? I mean, I feel like something that
Not
like
anymore.
this, not anymore.
I mean, it hurt when I
Ah,
lost it.
just some sort of custom that you lose your arm, or is it just when you lose your arm on accident, kind of
I lost my
dragon
arm on
fight,
accident.
whatever?
We don't just cut people's arms off.
I wasn't jumping to that conclusion, but
It
it's
sounded like
comforting to
you were.
know. You never know. You never know.
I feel like it takes a few
Lucifer
steps.
said.
It takes a few steps to assume that people cut off others' limbs for no good reason.
I wouldn't say no good reason. I mean, every place has their different reasons,
Well,
and voluntarily,
in any
involuntarily.
culture, cutting off someone's arm that's healthy is rather weird.
Yeah, you could say that again.
Cryptid, give me a history check.
Will do. I knew that was coming. That's an 11.
Yeah, that sounds about right. You aren't quite sure of any place that would want to cut off their arms, especially if they were healthy.
Yeah, exactly. I'll let you know for sure if I do find one of those weird places.
Thank you?
No, I'm not going to.
Alright.
It was a joke. Don't worry. It was a joke.
Understood. So do any of you others have a question?
Eh.
Ah,
We just want to travel to the bottom of the pit in silence.
You can, but actually in a little while, once the dragon is fully sewn up, people, a couple of them pull off scratchings of the dragon's scales that are rather massive, given the dragon's size, and they start using their armor pieces as almost drums. And they play a little bit of music as you all get further down. And after a while, you are able to land. But once you do, you aren't at the floor. The lowering just stops. And there is 2 large alcoves and a hallway. In one of these alcoves awaits multiple priests, some of whom wield bows, which have draconic insignia on them. And these guards quickly try to basically drag this dragon over into the alcove. And after a moment, it kind of just becomes aloft, floating
Hey,
above
y'all.
the ground. Yeah?
I gotta head out real quick. I'll be back as soon as I can, but yeah, I'll be back.
All right.
But I gotta head out.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
I'll be back.
And the dragon's corpse begins to levitate, almost in the opposite way that you were falling, Lucifer.
Huh.
And even though there's this 10-foot gap between the platform and the alcove, the guards just walk over it as if it was normal floor. And once the dragon is rested in the alcove, the guards walk back onto the platform to accompany you, and the priests begin the healing process. And once they do so, the guards gesture towards the hallway.
All right.
Supposed to
Alrighty.
just walk in the air or something?
There are a few guards who are basically standing behind you. The rest of them have already begun walking down towards the hallway and are actively walking on air.
Guess Cryptid would follow along. He kind of just linger towards the merfolk guard,
Yeah.
since that was the guard that he was talking to before.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Lucifer just sticks by Krypton for the moment.
Nova's gonna hesitate until they see the party members walking on the air. And then follow. Assuming they don't go falling to their deaths all of a sudden or something.
I would like both of you to make me a wisdom saving throw.
Awesome, yeah. Cryptid is trying
I'm
to be
actually
confident
good at
about it. He's like, you know what? Let's do it.
Come
Watch as he
on,
comes
you
to
got this.
Not 20, 23.
Hey, nice.
He is so confident all the time.
Yeah, both of you rather easily make your way across the open air. It feels weird on your first step, almost as if stepping on glass. You feel the ground, or rather, the air beneath you almost bend as you walk on it. But it feels supportive enough, and you make your way across it.
Okay, Nova's
Does it
going
have
to
like a sort of,
follow.
is it like a visible sort of appearance? That does it look like little panes, or is it just like full on nothing?
It's fully clear, but when you step, under your foot is almost like it's almost like a pool that radiates, like when a drop of water falls into a puddle.
Oh, like a ripple.
Yeah, a ripple.
Oh, that's neat.
You don't have the frog guy here for this.
I just realized if it's only 10 feet,
Yeah, you can
I
hop.
can just
You can
jump.
just jump.
Nova's just gonna jump all in one go because
Yeah.
this is too creepy.
That's fair.
I'm just kind of just looking down and he's like, ah, what do you know? This would have been useful like a month ago. And offer no
No context.
explanation whatsoever. No context. Just like, huh, wish this was around before.
Forward.
worry about it.
Forward.
Forward.
Are the guards telling us to go down the hallway? Is that what seems to be happening?
Yeah. Some of them suddenly seem to have armed themselves with spears. You aren't quite sure where they got them from, but whenever they say forward, they stamp it onto the ground for a moment.
I was assuming that we were going with the guards while we were talking.
Yeah.
Still, there are multiple paths. It is a cave system
Oh.
that you're walking through.
Of course
Fair
it
enough.
Oh,
is.
okay.
It's just slightly more
Yeah.
refined and shaped. Left.
We go left, I assume.
Yeah. The guards seem to be like spaced out when they're saying this, or is it just like a matter of thing they usually do?
It's less of spaced out and it's more of muscle memory.
Okay. That's a little better than hive mind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. At least it's not hive mind.
I mean, I wouldn't put it out of, like, reach yet.
Don't jinx it.
Right? And do you all go right?
Yeah.
We're following what the guards are telling us to do. They said go left most recently.
Well, they said forwards, left, and now right.
Ah, didn't hear the last one, then yeah.
Yeah. As you turn right, I would like everyone to tell me their passive perceptions.
All right.
Okay.
Oh wait, I have to update that. I forgot to update that. 14. Want me to put it in the chat?
Yes, please.
Yeah, there's mine.
Oh yeah, you're playing a rogue.
Yeah. I'm playing a rogue that has 20 in wisdom because the subclass means I get weapons that use wisdom for stuff.
That's fun. It's like free shillelagh.
Kind of.
Sentinel shield
Yeah,
the beloved.
Both Lucifer and Cryptid, as you turn to the right, you see almost a glimmer out of the corner of your eye on the path that would have gone forwards. It's almost like the glowing of a light that you see between two curtains. Do you continue to go right?
1 second loading.
Ooh. You know, Cryptid's kind of glancing back at Lucifer, glancing back at what they're seeing. Like, are you seeing this? What I'm seeing?
I'm gonna look at it and like. Actually, I'm gonna go investigate that real quick.
It's a completely different path. It's forwards and they instructed you to go right. Do you want to go off of the path?
I think we should probably like check that out afterwards. Just maybe on the way out. You know?
I think we're
You
on
think
our
you-
way out right now.
You haven't asked them where you're going, for the record.
So, where are we? Well, wait. The Cryptid would just kind of look back at former like guard talk buddy. Just go like, I don't think I caught your name, but I kind of want to ask, where are we going?
My name is Slid. And you are
Ah.
going to meet the mayor. That is what you want, after all.
Right. Yeah. Nice to meet you. Cryptid.
While they're talking, have they like paused for a brief minute?
No, they are still walking.
Dang. Um,
And the guards behind you, if you start to pause for a moment to glance at this area, will kind of zhuzh you forwards with their spears.
gentle. Using the pointy part or the blunt part?
Using the pointy part.
Hey, y'all can calm down. It's okay.
We're complying. There's no need for hostilities. We're chill.
Right.
Guess I'll head towards the right. No point picking a fight just at this moment.
You can do that on the way
Lucifer
out.
is trying to be better than his old self, who would have slaughtered all of them on the point, on the like, on the
On the drop of a
immediately.
hat.
Yeah, pretty much.
Lucifer, who is very enthusiastic about chopping off limbs.
Lucifer, who's also
God
very
damn.
enthusiastic about setting fire to a city.
Lucifer, damn. You gotta take it easy.
By the way, he did not mention that he would have like killed all of them at the drop of a hat. That was out of character talk.
Yeah, I was also out of character.
I know,
Yeah,
I was also out of character. Don't worry, I wouldn't say that out loud
Mostly-
around guard.
It's mostly a consequence of very black and white thinking, and
We can
very
explain it later.
Okay, yeah.
And the last instruction they give you is another left. And at this point, there are large stone doors carved into the rock. And the guards stand in a certain pattern. None of them exactly, specifically. You can't tell who is who in this moment, as they all stand in a line and hit their spears against the ground, and the doors open. Do you walk in?
Kind of
Is there any formality? Do we need to bow or anything like that?
Are you asking,
Asking
the
the
guards this?
guards.
Okay.
Yeah.
He's a mayor. You can do what you want.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, shall we go forward, fellas?
Yeah.
Yeah, I suppose.
All right, let's stick together in that case. No rogue balling.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then he just,
Sorry, continue.
I just basically say Cryptid would just like take the step forward.
Yeah.
As you all walk in, the doors quickly close behind you, and the room you're in is extremely cold. It feels like you're back in a cave. And there is almost no light in there aside from a few candles spread across the room. And what you can all see in this candlelight is a wealth of books and odd machinery.
This looks more like the library to me.
Does look like a
Like an
library.
archive.
Do any of these look like light would be a bad?
You can make me a nature check if you would like.
Sure. Well, that's in that one.
Yeah, you aren't
Oh,
exactly
gosh.
sure. You you aren't accustomed to being down in dark caves, where you're more familiar with places that are filled with light. So places like
Yeah.
this are rather foreign.
I also don't imagine Lucifer spends much time in library.
Yeah.
Uh,
So what do you all do now that you're in here?
I'm going to summon up a gentle. Um, actually, I don't know if Lucifer would even be cognizant of the fact that some parchments and stuff would break. It could be like that light would be a bad thing for them. So I'm just going to summon up like a globe of light.
And as you...
Um,
Yes, Cryptid?
he's kind of just looking around. He's like, is there like a mayor here or something, a person, creature, etc. that is mayor? Just kind of looking around.
Yeah,
Hello?
as you say hello, it's the same moment that Lucifer summons the globe of light. And you are now able to see the second story of this room, where a figure stands on the corner of the fenced off balcony. Hello.
Hello.
Uh,
Are you the
hello?
mayor?
Yes.
So, we want to fight, and
I
we were told we
see.
get to talk to you.
What would you like to talk about?
We were wondering if we could look through some of the library records you have, specifically on brain error on what the like whole situation with like the thing is called, if it's called anything.
World falling apart thing, multi-world
Yeah,
thing
yeah,
that's been
Time
happening recently.
distortions.
yeah,
Honestly,
yeah.
anything you know about that would be great to know as well.
Yes, yes.
Which would you like to learn about? The disappearance of Zor? Or the convergence?
Both, really?
First, maybe the convergence and then
Well,
like one at a time to review.
as most of you know, I would assume, our world has been host to a collision of reality. People from other places have come to inhabit our world. The cause of it is not entirely known. Some suspect divine intervention, but since Zur is absent, it is unknown what God could have done.
Mhm.
That is all that I know at this time.
So, not much more than no.
If you have a more refined question, I can answer you.
What was the name of the person who's chasing us? I'm forgetting.
Ezekiel.
Person we wanted to avoid. Do you know anything about Ezekiel? Location, recent activity?
Ezekiel. A child of Zur. almost an angel until the disappearance. They herald the power and presence of Zur. Following his disappearance, not many have heard from him. His church has gone silent.
Mm-hmm.
There was almost 9 or so years ago now a mission to track Zur down, in which many of us leaders from across the nations were summoned and volunteered to be sent across planes to search. Not all of us came back. And no one has seen Ezekiel since.
Yeah.
Do you know of any way to slow down or halt the convergence in any areas or weaken it somehow?
The convergence is already starting. It's natural at this point. We can't stop it. If we knew how to, we would be.
Yeah, that's sort of the predicament that we're all in. This convergence has been going on for a good while.
At this point in time, I would like everyone
These
to
men disappeared 48 hours ago. Should never have
make
touched
me
this
an
place.
investigation or perception check.
You got it.
Oh, my dice, oh, my dice.
Ooh, nice.
Lucifer and Cryptid. Hearing this voice, you both look up and you see an almost mangled dwarf whose leg is clearly mechanical, much more rough and almost DIY compared to the merfolk arm. And they begin to step down the stairs to walk towards all of you. They have an eye patch on, and their gait is almost stumbling, as if inebriated. But their veins in of itself are darkened. Not quite purple. Naturally, veins appear more blue when looking at them from the outside of our skin. This looks closer to a purple, but more absent in color. Almost a gray or a black.
That does not look healthy.
Do you say that aloud?
No.
Okay.
Lucifer is very socially inept, but not that bad.
Mayor, I think we have a guest here.
Oh no, that is the mayor.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oops.
And you would be the actual, I assume.
I didn't hear what you said.
And you would be the actual mayor, I assume.
Yes. I have been talking to you.
So, Cryptid kind of seems a little bit more vacant as he's in thought, like he's pondering over what he knows. Just knitted brows, sort of look.
Nova is trying to remember what kind of questions we're supposed to be asking.
I just need not to think of any good questions
The
to
cons
ask.
of not having the whole party here.
Yeah.
It is the cons of not
None
having
of
the
the
whole
good
party
thing-
here. I
funny
missed a
thing
few
is-
sessions.
None of the good thinkers are here, so it's just like the frontline marshally people,
Yeah.
which is hilarious.
Yeah.
The marshals are here, not the wizards or anyone with intelligence, you know?
Oh, geez, it is specifically the only marshals.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm trying to look through my notes because I've got some.
It was us.
That's funny.
Yeah. It's hilarious.
This is horrid.
We
The
need to get
barbarians
Alan
in the
back in here.
robe. Alan!
Don't worry. The casters are up to something else currently. I'll figure it out.
They're investigating that strange light disturbance.
Possibly.
I'm joking.
Possibly.
Wait, I don't know. Anyways.
Oh, Bokra. What do you know about Bokra?
Bukra?
It's just a name I found.
Bukra.
Yeah?
What do you want to know about Bukra?
Because it was in my notes. And I didn't write very good notes.
She is the goddess of loss and nature. She is, some would call, the mother of monsters. Though she didn't necessarily create them, she more cares for them.
I vaguely remember cookies.
Shut the
What?
Hi!
Hi.
We finally got a caster in here.
What if the thinkers is back?
Our caster's here! Yo!
Hello.
We're meeting the mayor.
Oh,
We're at
hello,
the
Mayor.
mayor.
We're trying to question about anything relevant to the campaign. And the marshals don't know much.
No. So,
Uh,
actually, I do have something in mind. Hold on. Let me look at my notes.
what do you mean the marshals don't know much?
Well, to be fair, both Lucifer and Cryptid weren't there when we were meeting with the king from this swampy area.
I was there.
Lucifer was?
Lucifer wasn't.
Well,
Lucifer
remembers
wasn't.
Rosalio's life, right?
Oh, okay.
Some of it, yeah.
Yeah, Cryptid wasn't there at all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, of course, Cryptid didn't know about that. Ah, fuck. What's that guy's name?
Could I roll a wisdom saving throw to ask you to provide a good question?
Do you want to roll a wisdom saving throw to make me provide a good question
Yes.
as the dungeon master?
Yes.
Roll me a wisdom saving throw at
Divine,
disadvantage.
Divine intervention.
Cryptid, you're friends with a god.
Yeah, I know. That's what I was saying. I am.
Do you want to call them up?
Would that be
So-
would that be a good idea?
Huh?
Like, can I read the room?
What'd you roll, Lucifer?
Look, can I roll an insight in like terms of trying to like scope if like ringing up somebody or attempting to otherwise would be appropriate in a place like this?
Yeah, give me an insight check.
Oh, wrong chat. Okay, hold on. Ignore that.
Yeah, Lucifer,
That
you
is
weren't sure.
Yeah. It was worth a shot, anyways.
Yeah, you would have had to roll a nat 20. 2 nat 20s,
Yeah.
rather.
Yeah.
I was also trying to think about if Cryptid would know some information you told me, and I was like, I don't want to metagame, but I didn't want to say anything, so I was gonna DM you about this just to make sure.
Yeah, sure. Let me know exactly what you're thinking about.
Actually, is there any information
Yeah.
Lucifer would
Give me a second, I'll be muted real.
events? Obviously, things back then are both different timeline and foggy. But is there anything that you might will be able to recall that would, I don't know.
From what you recall of the first timeline, a lot has changed since the first timeline.
Oh, of course.
Everything seems to be progressing faster. In the original timeline, the Chosen, who were given the name after having been saved from the initial convergence, they went about things much slower. They didn't have to face as much interaction with Ezekiel so fast. And they certainly never went here. You as the Angel of Light would have visited them sometimes. Your god had an odd liking to them. You never learned why. But you don't exactly know much.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Jay, you would definitely know about that. It's like the third primary god. So, yes, you would know that. And they are currently not here. Also, Jay, just so you know, you're muted.
I know. I had to mute because I was wishing my aunt luck. She's having
Oh, okay.
surgery.
Oh. Is she okay?
Yeah, kinda.
Oh, yeah. I remember.
Yeah.
Yeah, that aunt.
Yeah.
So she's going to surgery tomorrow, but she's going today to be overnight.
Okay. Well, I wish her luck too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I should be back now completely. I just
Okay.
had to make sure all that was out of the way.
Yeah.
Yeah. Makes sense.
I'm also trying to scroll up in our DMs because I forgot the name of who I was going to inquire more about.
I texted you the name.
Yeah, I know you texted me the name. Oh,
No, just
geez,
now.
Oh, just now. I see it. I thought that was a yep.
Nope.
I'm dyslexic. I I thought that was a nope, yep, but
Mhm.
like it's you see how you pronounce it. Okay,
You can take a
that
swing at it.
I'm gonna take a swing. So, there is someone. I mean, that one god that's related to Zer as well. Nisa, believe Nisa.
Noose.
Noose. I was so wrong.
Just a little bit.
Just yeah.
What would you like
Noose.
to know about them?
Just more information. About their involvement with all of this, or since Zer vanished.
The god of the forge prepares for war.
Prepares for war.
Ezekiel seeks a seat at the table of the gods. And more than you would think, agree with him. So yes, they are all preparing for war.
Ugh. Fun.
I'm guessing that was like something only Jay knows. It wasn't out loud or anything, so to speak.
It was allowed.
So
Cryptid
everyone
ass is
knows
allowed.
heard it?
You guys don't know the context, but yes.
Fuck. The gods going to war would be bad.
It would not.
Well, of
be
course.
fun.
Yeah, war's never good.
War is never good, and especially with the divines involved.
Yeah.
That's
Oh
hellfire.
boy, that's gonna have a lot of
Often,
fallout,
but
isn't it?
actual war breaking out is far more rare. They like having a
It's
wall to
terrifying.
rule over, after all.
Maybe they'll run a proxy war or something.
A
To
lot has
them, we're just
changed
a
since you've
sandbox.
fallen. Lucifer.
I don't quite remember you.
You wouldn't.
Excellent. I hate not remembering things.
Your god is not here, if you were wondering.
Thank fuck.
Not yet.
Lucifer.exe has crashed.
Huh.
The gods become ever more human. They become spiteful, filled with rage.
I know how it can go. As I'm sure you're aware.
I am aware.
Let's hope we can find a way to solve things. Do you have any advice you're willing to give on how to get the gods to put down their weapons for at least a little bit to deal with the impending crisis as a group?
I mean, if I were to guess, something to do with Ezekiel. You know, the one that's going
Well, no,
around in different realities with others in the first place and
killing
wanting
Ezekiel
to
is already on
defeat
the
the
plan.
gods.
I have no
I'm-
clue what you just said.
To me?
Yeah.
Crypto just like maybe Ezekiel of sorts You know, the one that was sending others to different planes to find your and maybe being involved with this more than we think in the first place.
Yeah.
So, the only issue is Ezekiel's also gone, unless there's some way to figure out how to locate.
We did hear that at least he has agents in the Brass City. Or was it the Gold City? Big merchant city. We heard he was doing things in that area.
Well, I guess we should start there.
You are not ready.
That's exactly why we went elsewhere first.
Any idea how we could prepare better?
Or where'd it go
Fight.
next?
Train. Gain the blessings of gods which may support you in this war.
How does one go about gaining a blessing?
Ask the two of them. They're the closest to the gods.
Fair point. The gods didn't do much in my world.
How does how does one go about getting a blessing? I would imagine it's typically you do something that pleases the god, and they might deign to actually help you back.
Generally speaking, yes.
Typically, it's favors.
Sacrifices,
definitely a lot of-
favors, yes.
Raise a city or two,
No.
or that might have just been my god.
Depends on the god. Not all gods do that, you
Yeah.
know.
But look, we're talking out loud, like talking about like how to gain the favors, and yeah.
Yeah.
I would recommend looking for those who your companions were friends with before. Would you like their names?
Shoot.
Would Lucifer remember the names?
No, because in this situation, they aren't referring to Rosalio or your previous characters'
okay.
lives.
Okay.
I know quite a bit of names, so maybe narrowing it down would probably be really helpful.
Yeah. Don't mind me, I'm currently trying to remember the names.
Relatable.
Yeah, memory is hard.
I have it on a dock. Somewhere. Okay. Are you ready for their names?
Yes.
Yes.
Athos, god of the blade. Aya,
Mm.
the god of humanity. Bakra, the goddess of nature and loss.
Could you like write that all down, by the way? Specifically so that we can get the names spelled right.
Oh, yep, that's right. Oh, I definitely had Aya spelled wrong.
Bakra is the god of the ford, right?
What?
No, Bakra is a goddess of nature
And
and
Oh,
loss.
yeah.
loss.
Okay.
Nature and loss.
I think
Noose.
that's the one where I chilled out in a cabin for like 2 weeks.
Yeah. So Nova, you would relatively remember that because
Just like, oh yeah, cookies.
shut up. She did make excellent cookies.
They were
Yes.
very good cookies.
Did someone say cookie?
No.
Yes, carrot cake
No.
cookies.
Nope. Not
I
goddess
think
of life.
I was
I did not say
goddess
that.
of humanity.
Yep.
Oh,
Two
Humanity?
different things
Sorry.
entirely.
sorry. Memory is short-term memory is
That's fair.
particularly bad. It was the goddess of life that I got wrong, right?
Yeah.
Or humanity.
Yeah.
Humanity.
There we go.
Those are the
Thanks.
3 names so far. Is there more names after that?
Vofon?
I'm gonna need the spelling for that one too.
The god of time.
God of time. Is that the one that did the time reversing magic
Yes.
thing?
Yeah.
Okay, so we've heard this name before.
Karg. The fallen god of wisdom.
Hey, we know that guy too.
Damn liar. The god of fire. I'm currently trying to think of more names, excuse me.
Or we could just say that those are the ones that the mayor comes up with.
Yeah.
I mean, 6 is plenty to work with.
Yeah. The rest, I can't quite remember. Those are the gods which your companions made friends. Or, well, and they look towards Cryptid. There is Lurael.
Oh. Right.
Though I would call them less of a friend and more of an observer.
Yeah. I would.
I mean, if we'd have some luck with Bukra, it was really helpful in the last world. One that I remember, at least.
She is quite nice.
I'd really, really rather not bow before a god again.
I mean, fair enough, but we need the help that we can get, even if it doesn't mean,
We do need the
you
help.
know, working under them or anything like that.
You'll have to watch your back, Lucifer.
I did not hear that. What?
You'll have to watch your back, Lucifer.
That I am aware. Any more information you would care to inform of, though?
When your god rises, or ascends, you are not gonna have a very fun time.
But they're not dead permanently yet in this timeline.
Not yet. I have a feeling they're planning on changing things, though.
Question. I mean, if I could ask,
Yes?
who should we watch out for? Like this god that Feathers here has to look out for,
The goddess of light.
you know?
Or goddess. I always thought of it as goddess, but I don't know your world building necessarily on that.
They've
that front.
changed.
Fair enough.
She was
Hmm.
known as Lython.
Spelling of that, please, as well.
Yes. She is, of course, not a god yet. She will be. Why do you think our world down here is so dark? No one has
It's
brought us light.
underground.
No one has brought us light. Once she returns, we live.
The sort of light she brought, at least when I was last around, was the sort that burned civilizations to ash for a single insult.
As I have said, gods can change. Much like you. Much like me. Now is that all?
That
Any clue where we would find Bukra if we wanted to get her help?
She travels.
Oh,
If
yep, that's
you-
right, she did.
If you would like to find her, go to a forest. She's likely to find you anywhere there is plant life. Or extreme death.
Oh, that sounds fun.
well, lost.
I think I'd like forest over death very much.
I'd rather
Yeah.
all gods be dead, but wishes were common.
Good luck with that, Lucifer.
Oh, I don't expect it to ever happen. Wishes.
Exactly. Now, would you please leave my study?
Of course.
Thank
Thank you.
Do we just go back on the platform to get out, or is there anything special we should do?
The guards will lead you out.
Okay, fair enough.
All right. So if you are all done talking about that stuff,
Wait. I do have a question actually before Cryptid goes at least.
Yeah.
You guys go ahead. I have one more thing to ask. The mayor. I'll catch up.
I really think we should avoid splitting up if it's at all
Yeah, we
possible.
should really stick
Yeah.
together.
If they have a
Then
question for me, they can ask it.
outside.
And the mayor snaps their fingers, and you are both surrounded in an aura of silence.
Good enough.
Anything we say cannot be heard.
How did you know about me?
You... Those who are touched by the gods have a certain smell. You and your friend Lucifer share that same smell. I would recommend not telling them of your divinity.
I don't plan on it. You know, I hardly know. I was just sent here to help out. I'm not planning on telling them my whole life story. I was just, you know, not really everyone has this sort of smell unless also touched, right?
Yes. Now, you may go. And they snap their fingers again, and the silence disperses.
Everything
luck.
good?
Right. Yep, let's just head on out.
Oh, absolutely, we investigate the shiny thing if we pass by it.
Oh, definitely.
What shiny thing?
Shiny thing.
Shiny.
As we
Shiny
were
thing.
going through the tunnels to get to the mayor's place, we found a shiny thing. There was a shiny thing in the tunnels, but the guards looked like they wanted to pick a fight if we stopped going down the path. So now we're gonna pick a fight on the way out.
Or maybe we don't need to pick a fight. Could we try to talk to, the sea folk, the merfolk? You know, name, come on, I just wrote it down.
You know what they say.
Slit.
Slid.
Hmm?
We could talk to Slit.
Who?
The merfolk guard. The one that was more willing to give information.
Oh, that guy. I thought I heard y'all talking about it before I left.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah.
So, you all walk out of the room, and the guards quickly stamp their spears again, and the doors close behind you. Are you ready to leave? This is Slid.
Yes, actually, I do have a question for you on the way out. If
Yes.
you're okay with some small talk.
I'm alright with that.
Oh, sweet.
And in
In that
this
case,
moment, Slid takes off their helm. And when they do so, it kind of collapses into a ring, which they slide onto their finger. And
It's a really cool helmet.
what you see
That is so-
is not quite merfolk. Closer to a siren. Their gills continue around their neck and morph into almost battle scars. Their face is much more filled with color than their slightly transparent neck. Their cheeks are an almost iridescent bluish purple, almost an indigo. Their hair is long and looks almost as if it's floating in water despite being in open air. And their ears are long and forked in many places. And you see that they seem much more solid than most humanoid ears, likely to handle the depths at which they swim.
I'm gonna be very honest. The first thing that came to mind is how old are they? And then I realized I didn't want to ask that because I was just like, I didn't want to ask that immediately.
You can ask that. They don't
You
mind.
know, I'm asking you, how
Oh,
old are they?
they're
You
around
know,
like they're on the older side. They appear to be in. They're not. Sirens age very quickly, and then they stay young. Well, they stay that age for a long time. So they
they're
are.
like elves in a way, but
They're
they're like
relatively middle aged. They're not crazy old, but they're also not like a hatchling. Their hair is slightly graying in some places, but it seems more like that graying is more from combat and stress than from age.
sweet. Okay, I do have a plan for when I have to be gone for those 2 weeks, DM. I will talk to you about it later. But anyways, hmm. Anyways,
Yes.
so Slit, on our way to this place, noticed something on the path. In a sense, he's kind of speaking quieter for only like Slit to hear. Just it was like forward. It looked kind of glimmery.
Do you want to
I'm
sneak off?
curious about it. Hmm?
Do you want to sneak off? And they say this almost with a
No,
smirk
no.
on their face.
Oh, oh. Well, can I roll an insight? Can I roll an insight?
Sure.
Okay, yeah. I'm rolling an insight. I'm shooting my shot. That's a 25.
Jesus Christ. They are. Okay, what are you trying to glean from this?
Like, I'm trying to like glean if they're like hinting at sneaking off to this like in like just them or party or if this is a trap or not.
I
Is this
think.
like making sure not to say yes and then just go like, ha, joke's on you, get arrested, you know.
Yeah, from what you can tell, they are being entirely genuine in their question. Um, and they're leaving it almost open ended in they're allowing you to decide whether it would just be yourself or whoever wants to go with.
Sweet. Okay. Okay. In that case, Cryptid would kind of glance back to Nova and Warren, and I think Aura had to go and do something real quick.
Yeah.
It's that whole like he doesn't really say much. He doesn't have any sort of like way of communicating to them openly without risk of others hearing. But I think it's a whole like, do you trust me look.
I was gonna nod.
All right. Yeah. Kind of looks back at Slit and just, gets a little nod.
And in that moment, Slid seems to mutter something under their breath. And they hold their arms out in front of all of you for you to stop moving. And mirror replicas of you all continue to walk forwards.
Ah, that is such a cool trick. Nova isn't actually saying this, though. Like, just mouthing the words. It's just like, oh, that's so cool.
Urgh.
I'm back.
Quick
Hi, welcome
update.
back.
Cryptid told, Slid that we might be trying to sneak off for just a bit, and Slid is covering for us using, like, something kind of like mirror image or something.
Okay.
For the record, Slid is staying back with you. Another copy of them also went forwards.
Yes.
Excellent.
Oh, we got Slid too. Yeah.
We've adopted an NPC, yeah!
Yeah. Thank you, Greg,
Yeah.
for your assistance.
Hey.
Ah, thanks. Anyways, you lead?
Sure. And,
All right, after you.
yeah. The path
Yeah.
that they follow is basically just going forwards for a little while. Then they take a right. Then they take a left. And then they go... Okay, sorry. This would be easier if I said just, like, direction-wise. They go north for a little bit, which is basically just back up the path. They go east. Then they turn west. And they go north. And you all find the same path before. And you see the glimmer on the wall again, in the rock itself.
Righty, I'm going to investigate the glimmer, see what it is.
Yeah, how are you gonna investigate this?
Is it like in a how is it in the rock?
It's almost as if the rock itself is almost like... It's almost like it's warping.
Hmm.
Like that same kind of ripple.
Okay. I think I'm gonna see if I can remember anything similar that I've experienced in the past.
You don't think so. There's nothing that comes to mind when you think of this. It's not the same kind of thing as the glass was in the cathedral.
What cathedral?
Back at the very beginning.
Okay. I
Like-
reach out and
Yeah, that's the closest approximation, but it's not quite like that.
okay. I see if I can pick up any magic in the air around that specific thing. Any magic related to that.
You can generally feel magic, however this place in of itself radiates a lot of magic. So it's almost like it's just muddled. So you can't tell exactly if this thing is radiating magic or if it's just the place itself.
No.
Alright. This looks like some sort of something past this rock, right? And if I were to guess, Crypto to kind of get his javelin and just gently slide it and make sure it's safe,
It goes through the
relatively,
rock.
and not. What
Oh.
do you know?
Slid
Shall we?
Slid seems to giggle before purposefully going to lean back against the rock and falling through. Purposefully, as in style.
Yeah. I follow through the rock.
Yeah. We like a silly grin and just like all zip right through. As soon as
Nova
he slid, go right through.
Nova walks through, but they stick their arms out along the way just to make sure they don't bump into anything.
Yeah.
Does Warren follow too?
Oh boy, oh gee, golly gee willikers. I guess I'll follow. I mean, if I were to keep going, then, I mean, the man already made illusionary clones of us going out, so if they see us twice, then they might think something's up. So, yeah, I guess I'll go down the mystical secret hallway, I guess.
Besides, where would we be without our friendly pyromaniac?
Pyromaniac
Okay.
next to a siren is a very interesting story.
Okay, so for
That
the
is a
record,
very interesting story.
like, I have not lit one flame this entire session. So don't call me a pyromaniac.
I'm so
Last
proud of
session
you.
you did
I'm
set
so
a
proud
whole
of you.
house and barn on fire, though.
We've got a
Was it-
couple
In
minutes
almost
left.
a tunnel.
Was that last session?
Yes.
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 Oh golly gee willikers. Well, I haven't set anything on fire today, so
That's very
don't
true.
call me a pyromaniac.
And you all make your way through the rock, and you enter almost
Alright, hey party, I have a confession to make.
What is it?
Yeah.
So the elevator was kind of setting off some like suspicious alarms, and I almost cast fireball on the elevator.
Thank you for not doing that
Oh,
because we were there.
Right. Thank
Yeah.
you for not doing that. I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud of you, Blue.
I didn't say
To
that
be
in
fair.
character.
I hate all of you.
I also debated about like trying to make a platform of light to like wedge to stop the elevator from going down further.
That would have been very difficult.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
debating about trying.
As I was saying, you all walk through the rock, and you enter a much more natural area as opposed to the rest of the city. It is surrounded by gleaming, beautiful, natural blue water with no one around, but there are a wealth of items strewn about the room, mostly just clothing or pens, bottles, some weaponry, but they are long rusted from the moistness of this room, the humidity. But it's not an uncomfortable humidity. It's soothing. And as you all walk in, Slid breathes in deeply. And touches the water.
Our frog friend would really love this.
Frogs do tend to like
Well, you're
water.
right.
Did someone ask a question?
No, I just said no. You're right about that.
Oh yeah. And this place is basically just wide open. It's almost like a private room, if you will.
So, Slid, this looks like a private room. Do you know what this place is? We probably do, but we don't.
I don't know.
Huh, you never been here either.
No. I suppose
Guess
there
it's the
would
first
be
for both of us.
there would be some specialized housing rooms if there were any specific creatures that were going to fight in the Colosseum, but there appears to be no water weird here, or elemental. So I can't see who this room would be for.
I mean, if we're lucky, it's vacant. If we're unlucky, there's something else. But, you know, life's an adventure you only have once.
As you say this,
I mean,
you you begin to look around, and depending on the angle that you look at things, everything looks slightly different. It's almost like those holographic images that you see in Halloween stores. From some perspectives, the room is entirely empty, just an open underwater cave. Well, partially underwater. And at others,
Mm-hmm.
there is a wealth of fine furniture, very comfortable beds. One especially comfortable looking bed that is kind of central to the room. And in another corner, you see a wall of weapons and clothing, not rusted in any way.
someone probably lives here.
For the record, only
Yeah,
Cryptid
maybe we
sees
should-
that.
Oh,
Maybe we should look for an exit, like an alternative exit, compared to the, I guess, illusion or something that we walked through.
Hey, Slid, you sure this isn't somebody's, like, dorm or something?
No, the
I mean, there's a...
the college is a few miles from here.
It seems like someone... I guess Cryptid could, like, walk ahead and just kind of... just get a closer look.
Yeah.
Like, how deep's the water, first of all?
The water is only like when you do you want to like try and dip your toe in? Because
Yeah,
it
yeah.
the water is fully clear. So from your perspective it's pretty deep, but when you dip your toe onto it, it solidifies and ripples, much like the air did before.
They call me Jesus for nothing. I'm joking. I did not say that out loud. I did not say that out loud.
And do you want to approach the bed, because this specific bed seems to be floating on the water almost.
Yeah, why not?
And for everyone else who can't see this, it looks just like Cryptid is for some reason and somehow walking on this water towards the center of this underground lake.
I know why he did that.
Quick question. Have you heard any voices recently? Cryptid, have you heard any
No
voices
voices,
recently?
there's
What are you doing?
no.
What are
I'm
you
just
doing?
looking. I mean, you see this
Okay.
bed right here?
What bed?
Just kind of pointing. It's like this bed.
It's
You know, the
I-
items everywhere.
I
the-
don't see anything there.
it's extremely elegant, almost kingly in its form. It has curtains of water that surround it, but the bed and the rock that make it up are almost covered in a small layer of silt and ash.
Hey, Lucifer, is this how I was acting when I was being mind controlled earlier?
You were far more insistent that everything is fine.
Oh, okay.
I'm pretty sure nothing has slid. Do you see this too? Or is this just like me?
I see it. Do you all not?
I'm glad I'm not the only one.
No,
Uh,
it looks like a lake. It's interesting that you're walking on it, but you know, you were walking on air earlier, so this place is just weird.
Can I try and see if there's an illusion or anything at work here specifically?
Give me an investigation check.
Can I do that as well?
Yeah, anyone who wants to can make an investigation check.
Alright. Now I'm curious. Yeah, never mind.
To be
Hi,
fair,
guys.
you are currently
cursed.
seeing past whatever this is. So even
Oh
if,
yeah, okay.
yeah. Yeah, Nova, you have absolutely no clue. You start looking around and you sort of just slip into the water.
Oh, gotta get out of the water.
Yep. And now you're just a wet bunny.
This is cold.
It
Nice investigation
It
stuff.
actually-
there.
I was just gonna.
isn't that cold. It's oddly body temperature.
Oh.
Almost like exactly your body temperature.
That's freaky. Water usually doesn't feel like that.
Lucifer, you kind of look around and there doesn't seem to be anything exactly wrong. You see the general discarded items around the room, but you don't see anything besides that. And no matter which way you look in the room, you can't see anything. Warren, you look around the room and given your arcane capacity, you can sense some kind of magic, but it's not necessarily illusionary. It is some kind of mental magic.
Krypton would kind of just explain the bed to the others, but he would just go and cautiously feel it because if no one else is seeing it,
It's a really
is
soft
it
bed.
real?
It's so
It
incredibly
is a
soft.
really soft.
Hey, Cryptid.
Yeah.
Are there any major differences between you and the rest of us mentally?
Well, that's a
Did you
little
just
bit of
say
a.
he was crazy?
Well, no. Whatever illusionary thing that they're walking on is apparently more of a magic of the mind rather than anything specifically arcane.
Well, I'm not sure if it's gonna point out my autism for seeing really soft, fancy beds, but I don't think so.
if you want, you
I
can.
don't know if it's because I'm autistic or not, but
If you want, you can rather easily wipe off all of the dust and ash of the bed. It's just a small layer of it. It's not like an uncomfortable, like, you can blow the layer off easily. It's just kind of clear that this bed hasn't been used in a while. Nothing in this room has been used in a while.
huh. Seems to me like pretty vacant in terms of anything. Bed's abandoned, nice place. Got some weapons over there. You know, Slid, I'm surprised you haven't seen this place before.
We don't travel much. We mostly just take the people to and fro.
What? That really?
Yeah.
Don't like much fun.
It's a job.
Yeah, I understand that. Is there anything you do for fun? Or is it just always work and left, right, forward, keep off boot?
Slid kind of laughs a little bit at that. Yes, I do have a life. I like reading.
Mm-hmm.
I also like swimming, but I feel like that's obvious.
Swimming's not bad. I mean, surely in a place like this, there's a lot of water to explore.
Yeah, there is.
Water isn't cold. It's weird.
Are you okay, Nova?
I'm okay, but the water is weird. Usually water's like colder, you know? It makes you cold when you go in there.
Everyone nearby, please give me an insight check.
Yeah.
Oh, I rolled above a 10!
Oh, everyone near, so probably not me.
Yeah.
Okay, disregard my roll.
Question. Have you all been saying each
Mhm.
other's names? Because I, as the dungeon master, have not heard any of you say each other's names.
I imagine that we are. Does actually Lucifer actually know the others' names?
You
We did an introduction.
I think
yes.
you'd know them
So-
through
We didn't.
Rosalio.
Yeah.
Well, Cryptid
Yeah,
introduced
Lucifer's
himself.
been using names and such.
Okay.
I think I used my name when introducing Nova to Cryptid.
No, I mean, have you been saying your names in Slid's presence?
I believe I might
No,
have said.
I only said Slid.
No, I wouldn't think.
Oh,
we
wait, no, I
did.
introduced myself. No, Cryptid introduced himself to Slid. So Cryptid's the
Warren
only
has.
one.
Warren has only been called Blue, and I don't think anyone else has talked to Warren
Yeah.
to the point where they would be like, "Hey, Warren, da 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 da."
So,
And
So I don't think
Lucifer
Warren's
is doing
been
a
called
lot.
out.
So,
yeah.
no. The answer would be no.
Yeah.
So yeah.
That insight. Oh boy. I think
Um,
Nova's just been doing a lot of hey you.
lucky for you guys, they have a good deception, but Lucifer, you hear them ask if Nova is okay, and you realize no one said each other's names.
Loading proper response.
Are you
That's
okay,
real
Nova?
life me, not Lucifer me. Um. 1 second. How far away is she?
She's around 5 to 10 feet away.
Would I be able to? How far away is like Nova and Warren? I know
Nova
Cryptid
is within like 2, maybe 5 feet of Nova. Nova is within 2 to 5 feet of Slid. Warren is around 5 to 10 feet away from you. And Cryptid is in the middle of the water, so maybe like 30 feet away.
Noted. How far away is everyone from the lady?
You are 10 feet away. Nova is 5 feet, and Warren is 5 feet.
And Cryptid?
Cryptid is 40 feet away.
Okay.
Wait, what lady?
Well, this is a siren. This is a siren
siren?
after all.
Yeah. I'm going to like quickly write a note to Warren, hand it to him, and then just like say, I'm gonna go see what I'm gonna like try and do that subtly, unseen.
Give me a sleight of hand check.
Well, that's a nat 1. Plus 3.
Wags it
Nat 1.
around in front of the siren's face, like, and it just passes.
The teacher caught you passing notes.
And you slide the note to Warren.
I imagine it's less a slide, more I make a
I
like
can handle
glowing
how it goes.
You did a high five.
And what would you like to do after you slide that note to Lucifer? To Warren?
Yeah. I'm going to let Warren read the note, and then try to subtly head towards Cryptid to inform.
You would have to walk on water. Oh yeah, you
I
can fly. I forgot about that. Yeah, you can fly right over.
Yep.
All right. So I grabbed the note. Do I notice that Lucifer was trying to give it to me stealthily?
No, it seems like
dear.
Lucifer just handed it to you.
Oh, all right.
Read it out.
All right. Well, Lucifer, you got a will or something? You gonna make me a beneficiary if you die?
Sure.
What's the paper for?
Lucifer is already like moving across the lake. He's moving
can I-
there.
can- Can I make a persuasion check to like let whoever? So it's a siren, right?
Yes.
Can I make a persuasion check to, or would it be deception? I want them to think that whatever paper Lucifer gave me isn't a relevant piece of paper.
Yeah, that's gonna be deception.
Gotcha. All right, deception.
Like crumble it up like it's one of those receipts that you've already used and just stuff in your pocket or something.
Oh no!
Did you also get a nat 1?
Good news, I didn't get a nat 1. Bad news,
You get a nat 2.
I looked at my charisma and I don't have any modifiers, so that'll be a straight 11.
Oh. Gee.
Better than a -1 to charisma, which is not my current
Damn
character,
it.
but like,
One friendly NPC.
The party? Subtle? No.
all of the charismatic and intelligent people besides Warren gone.
Warren is just the intelligent, not the charismatic, from what I've heard.
Well,
More
yes,
of a
I was
charismatic,
I was
even though you're
referring-
You're just as charismatic as I am.
I was referring to the other characters, the other players.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Do we even have anyone who's charisma based?
I'm not
Remor
charisma
is.
based, but I have a good charisma.
I think Apollo. Is it Remo or Apollo?
It's one of the two. I think it might actually be Apollo.
I
Yeah,
think Grimoire was the artificer wizard, so that's
Oh,
probably
yeah.
more int-based.
yeah.
One of them's a paladin, I know that much.
Yeah.
Could they make an insight check?
They did.
Oh my god.
Yeah, yeah. Lucifer is, by the way, heading toward he's probably arrived at Cryptid by now, right?
Yeah.
I
Cryptid's kind of looking
Shane,
at like the two of you, like, what the fuck you guys doing? Like raised
Um,
eyebrow and everything. He
Hot
sees
lady
it.
cannot trust. Hot lady cannot trust.
Is that what the note says? Is that what the note says?
I don't know what the note says.
no. Note says, do not trust.
Huh?
Haven't said names.
I'm gonna need an intelligence check to figure out what that means.
Yeah, give me a solid int check.
Solid int check.
Yes.
Do not trust hot lady. Oh my god.
You know, as amazing as a wizard I am, that'll be a 9.
You've absolutely no clue.
So you might have enough of an inkling to understand that when it says "do not trust," it means you shouldn't talk about it.
Well, yes, you get that part. You have no
Yeah.
clue what the first part means.
Oh.
Know our names. Who knows our names?
I
Do
do.
not oh, I should not have said that.
Who does? I point a finger at whoever said I do. Who said I do?
Oh, that was me. That was me joking as a DM.
Yeah.
I-
All right. All right.
Now that I've reached Cryptid, I share a more comprehensive, explanation. He believes that Lucifer thinks Warren is an intelligent person and a investigative person. He should surely be able to understand this. And also was feeling rather rushed and didn't really think about it.
Clearly.
Warren's traits are not Warren. Lucifer is not the most intelligent cookie.
Did somebody say
Warren is
cookie?
supposed to be.
Stop.
he's supposed to be. I am rolling too bad. I'm not rolling good enough for that to be a fact.
Yeah.
Frack.
We didn't ever say our names, and this lady knows them. I'm thinking something is sus.
Well, of course something is sus. Everyone's like, the mayor knew about us and refused to say anything except smell. Like she was like, sniffing us like perfume. But what else isn't sus?
I mean, I don't think them knowing about my ties to David. Wait, what? Sorry, Lucifer. I don't think knows that your character has divine ties yet, does he?
Not yet, actually.
So yeah.
Oh, I fucked. Oh, okay. No, wait.
We can reverse that if you want.
Oh yeah. I think Warren's
I
the only one
kinda-
who knows because you were in the
Yeah.
cave together.
Warren knows. Yeah, Warren's the only one that knows. So yeah.
No what? No what? That you have an angel that likes to visit you? Suspicious.
Anyways, I simply say, let's head back towards the group and stick together. We should probably try to avoid being separated if stuff gets into the point where we're in a fight. This person is a siren, after all.
Well, I'm pretty damn sure I know what a siren is. But Yeah, you're right. Yes.
How heavy is cryptid?
No, you're not lifting me up.
Cryptid is a
I
barbarian.
can walk.
Learn from that what you will.
Hmm?
Specifically, tiefling barbarian.
Yeah.
Tiefling barbarian. Pick me up,
I can
feathers, and I will plunge you into the water.
Please don't. It takes ages for my feathers to dry.
Yeah, yeah. He sticks out his tongue playfully, and then he just, kind of walks with.
Alrighty.
So, um, what do you all want to do now that we found this room?
I don't
Think
know,
it-
find a way back up,
the city
or
proper.
maybe rest for a bit.
Yeah, where would be a good place to rest? I mean, I'm sure not everyone else sees what I see.
I mean, you can relax in here. There's plenty of dry ground.
Who's saying that?
Slid.
Slit is.
Who is Slid?
She's the siren lady.
The blue
Oh,
siren
I'm gonna be so
guard.
honest. I thought slid was like they them.
Well,
But I was only using
they
them.
are.
Oh,
They
but
are they.
They are also a lady.
I thought Slid was just like
Hot non-binary lady. Do not trust.
Not non-binary lady.
Do not trust, haven't said names.
Actually,
By the way,
that is a good
Lucifer's probably
question.
going to make sure to always keep his eyes trained on Slid at the moment.
Yeah. What were you gonna ask, Cryptid?
Oh no, you were saying something about after the whole deception fail and intelligence check fail. You were saying something before we continued.
I completely forgot.
Yeah, I thought you were saying something with how Slid was doing something,
I think Slid
but we didn't
just... I don't think Slid really reacted to any of it. She has been rather calm throughout this entire interaction. So, at this point, they've just begun taking off their armor because it's very, very cold in here, and metal is horrible at conducting. It's cold in the room, body temperature in the water. It's weird.
Yeah, true. Okay.
And with every piece of armor that they take off, it just becomes another ring that they slide onto their other fingers.
it's a really cool trick you've got there. It's really cool.
That is pretty neat armor.
Thank you.
It's so
Would
convenient.
it be possible to acquire some ourselves up in the city proper?
No. They're for guards only.
I would think it's specialized armor. Yeah,
It is.
guards thing.
Doesn't hurt to ask. I think Lucifer's gonna try and sign to Warren or whatever, trying to see if Warren understood the message.
what signal do you give him exactly?
You're popping mind, and it's hilarious.
What sort of gang symbols you doing there, huh?
No. I thought of summoning a giant glowing thumbs up.
I hate all of you.
Could you just go do a glowing sus above Slid's head or something? When they aren't looking.
Don't be mean to them.
One second, I need to figure out what he actually does because I don't. He's not that dumb.
Funniest part is that Nova can't read, though.
It'd just kind of be. It would be one of those like notes, like bullies like tape on the back of like people they like their victims, and it's like kick me sign, but it's like just like
Wait,
Oh.
wait. Nova can't read?
Nova can't read.
I
I
was
can't read.
I was gonna show the note to Nova and be like, Nova, do you understand what this message means?
No. You should know. You might already know this because we went to a library earlier on, and Nova was just looking at maps because that's
To be
the only
fair,
thing that they
you
could
all
do.
did split up.
Oh,
Oh yeah.
funny.
But on the flip side, even if I would have remembered, I think I still would have done it because
You would have forgotten.
yeah. Warren claims he has an 18 in intelligence, but we all know that's not true.
Well, you know,
It's
it's there
not.
just for the magic. It's just there for the magic.
Yeah.
Lucifer claims he has a 20 in wisdom, but that is very much not true.
Just because you have a high int score doesn't mean it's well-rounded.
There.
Yeah. So yeah, yeah. What signal does Lucifer give to Warren?
I need to think. Sorry, my brain is just error coding. One moment.
I guess suppose if it is kind of cold, wait, can Krypton even get into the water, or is this
Yeah.
like his
If
autism
you
stopping
want
him?
to, you can voluntarily get in the water.
Okay, okay, sweet.
If you want to, you can. Do you get into the water?
Does Lucifer?
I mean, I gotta take off all my gear first,
True.
Just dip a toe in there, maybe.
Can I even like set things down on the bed, or it's like
Yeah,
by
you
the time
can-
I
you
get
can-
into the water, it's
You
gonna
can
fall in
fully
the water?
put stuff down on the bed.
How far away
Nice.
is Warren from Slid?
I assume 5 feet.
Yeah, Warren's
right?
around 5 feet away.
Okay.
You can just show the note to the like you know what this means?
Lucifer's just gonna like walk up to Warren and have a single word written in light on the palm of his hand that he's gonna like try and stealthily show, like saying, "Understood." By the way, it's glowing.
This rogue isn't roguing right.
Lucifer is a rogue because I like the expertise.
Alright, so you hold up your palm. The palm says understood. However,
With a
you
question mark
earlier
at the end.
with a question mark. Alright. So
Should I try sleight of hand to see if I can stealthily do this?
Yeah, give me sleight of hand.
With disadvantage, most likely, because
Yes.
it's literally glowing.
Absolutely.
Ah, yes. Let's see. Do I stop Warren?
Lovely.
what did you get?
A 7.
Yeah, Warren, you're able to read it.
Should I make an insight check to see if Lucifer is trying at all to be stealthy?
Sure.
Yeah. Alright.
This is horrible.
Stealthy.
Low
He's
rolls
just
are so
not good
fun.
at
It's so fun. I love messing up your world.
Yeah. All right.
It's just kind of not caring, I'm guessing.
Yeah, Slid
Wouldn't-
doesn't.
Seeing us, like,
Slid
okay.
currently has no response to any of this chaos.
Would an 8 be high enough for me to know if he's trying to be stealthy?
Mm-mm.
No.
They wrote it.
Uh.
It's like when you're in class and you want to talk to one of your friends next to you, so you write it on your hand. It's clearly not meant to be hidden. It's just an easy way to communicate. That's how you register it. You just don't want the teacher to hear. You don't care if anyone else sees it.
Well, now Warren is more confused because who are we trying to hide that information from? Lucifer! I don't understand the message.
Luke, can I roll insight to see if I can figure out that, like, why Warren doesn't understand the message?
Okay, so at this point, Nova is probably looking at the two of you doing this little song and dance and trying to do an insight check to figure out what's going on.
It's straight up just slapstick comedy at this point. Yeah. Give me,
It's
please.
probably just like after dropping
I think you just automatically succeed on that check.
Yeah.
Yeah, you instantly tell something went wrong in communication. Warren is failing to receive a signal that things are meant to be hidden and stayed quiet.
I suppose if there was a message, stealth was not in that message,
Mm-mm.
or at the very least being quiet about it. So,
Can I have Lucifer try and
Definitely
understand?
going
roll
slid
to
by
see if I
now,
can
and now
understand where
watching
Warren
this.
didn't understand? Sorry.
One person at a time. What were you gonna say, Nova?
Oh, I wasn't saying anything.
Oh, Cryptid, what were you saying?
I was gonna say probably during all this happening, Cryptid's just like, he took off all his gear and he joined right next to Slid and he's watching this next to Slid and just kinda like I don't know them.
I have no clue what's happening.
Night.
I am actively confused.
Aren't we both?
We very much are.
Lucifer and Warren need to talk to each other, and they're not doing that.
Can I see if should I roll insight as Lucifer to see if I understand where Warren is not understanding?
Warren is
Lucifer
actively
has been very
saying
clear.
everything aloud, and so you think he clearly doesn't realize it's meant to be a secret.
yeah, like
Okay.
what was the
Changes
paper that you?
writing on his palm to hush with exclamation point.
Good enough.
I look at the note that you gave me. What did the note say?
Do not trust haven't said names.
And then hush.
And then
Do not
underscore with a question mark, and then hush is written in palms held on his palm held up so you can read it.
All right. Well, with that, Warren is gonna flip Lucifer off.
I think it was the exclamation points. It was the exclamation points.
but yeah, Warren's not gonna say anything, but he's just gonna flip Lucifer off and then just start walking around. I guess what
I mean, you can come join us,
message?
Blue.
Lucifer's gonna try and lead him away a bit further, and then say it in detail now.
Yeah. At this point in time, you guys can basically do everything as everyone is unwinding and basically getting ready to relax and sleep and whatever. We will handle that next session.
Fantastic.
Because this has been filled with chaos.
This is fucking
I mean, it's
funny.
not that bad.
It's pretty bad.
I have a
Okay.
confession for the party.
Oh, yeah,
What?
you were
ahead.
saying something about that earlier,
the-
weren't you?
If there are 2 more misunderstandings between Warren and Lucifer, I might try to hit him with a fireball.
Would you be accounting for the people nearby when you do that?
Yeah, because you guys aren't the ones that are causing this major misunderstanding.
You are all chaos incarnate, and I love it.
Lucifer just held up a
Realize
message
that
saying,
he's not even
hush, and
clear.
I'm just like, you're yelling at me without yelling at me, and it's